Hey there, happy day. Our word, our title today is God with us. And it gives us a big old passage to read. Luke chapter 2, verses 1 through 20. I'm going to paraphrase that in a minute, but I want to highlight verse 11. Today, in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is the Messiah, the Lord. A lot of the different translations, most of them either said Messiah or Christ, but some said Master and Anointed, which is what Christ means. Some for Savior said Deliverer or Liberator. One of the translations said saves from the punishment of sin. I thought that was really neat. God with us was a Hebrew phrase, and we talked about this on day 12, Emmanuel. Emmanuel's the actual word that means God with us. So there's a little bit of repeat here. And this, verses 1 through 20, is telling us the birth story of a little Hebrew baby from the line of David, whose name was going to be Yeshua, or in English, we say Jesus. 25 years ago, I started collecting nativity sets, and my favorite ones are the ones that people have given to me. So one of my old friends, I used to work with her in music at the church I grew up in. She gave me this one, and it has these little, I guess those are the wise men. I like this one because the people aren't as white as some of the nativity sets. Kind of realize that Mary and Joseph lived in Israel, and they weren't white. They weren't. And that's kind of a shock to me because growing up white, all the pictures of Jesus I saw were white. Oh, I have everybody but Jesus in this little tin. Jesus is lost. I need to find him. It's the other wise men and a bunch of sheep. I know where he is. He's at church in his little cradle. Okay. So God with us highlights that moment in time where Jesus physically came to earth to live as a human man, still being God at the same time. This is a concept that we have a real hard time defining. God with us means he was born in a stable, a manger. He was born in the extra room where they kept the farm animals overnight. So he had donkeys in his room. Mary didn't have a hospital. The wife of the establishment probably came down to help be a midwife. And even in this picture, they're all pretty white. There's a kid with red hair in there, one of the little shepherd boys. This one was one that I got from my grandma. And I liked it because it was a little bit different. It was simple, it was little, so it was easy to put places. But to think about a helpless little baby. They can't hold their neck up yet. They can't walk or crawl. They can't even roll over at this point. And God in his fullness was that baby. And of course, we know that this baby grew up. He became a young boy who probably played soccer, football, climbed trees, played tag. And his dad, Joseph, was a carpenter. So he probably helped, in the early years, he helped Mary out inside the house. He went to temple and Shabbat school. He went to, and when he grew older, I'm sure he helped Joseph in the carpenter shop, in his little workshop area. So he fully knew all aspects of being a human, being hungry, of working, of playing and having fun. And remember, sometimes when we are down or feeling sad, God is with us. He's not a little baby with us anymore, but his Spirit is with us. All right? Have fun reviewing what we call the Christmas story, Jesus's birth story, and see how many different details or descriptions you can find of Jesus in those passages. Have fun. I will see you later. Bye.